Imagine a car that drives 100 days straight without ever plugging in. No charging stations, no fuel stops. Yet it wasn't engineered in California or Germany, but in Africa. Even Elon Musk is said to be watching closely. What's going on here? Are we witnessing a breakthrough or a hype illusion destined to collapse? By the end of this video, you'll discover the inside story of what this 100-day car really means, why corporations and Elon Musk might be unsettled, the real African EV projects happening today, and whether this future is truly possible or just a spectacular claim. Today's batteries degrade over time, lose heat, and depend on the grid. No known commercial battery can realistically drive non-stop for 100 days. In science, perpetual motion is nearly impossible. So what's behind the claim? Likely not magic, maybe a prototype, a hybrid system, or an exaggerated headline. But still, it's worth investigating. Africa holds the keys to the EV future: cobalt, lithium, and nickel reserves. Startups like Atlas are designing EVs with production planned in Morocco by 2026. Companies like Spiro are already rolling out e-mobility and battery swaps across African cities. Governments are preparing. 12 countries are EV-ready, building policies and grids to support growth. But the obstacles are real: high costs, fragile infrastructure, and fragmented policies. This is no scam. Africa is genuinely becoming part of the EV story. So what could self-powered 100 days even mean? Possibilities include solar panels integrated into the car's body, regenerative braking feeding energy back, new supercapacitors or advanced battery chemistries, or hidden auxiliary power sources like microgenerators or fuel cells. In other words, 100 days could mean under controlled test conditions, not everyday city driving. If you want to follow every bold breakthrough in clean tech and see what the billion-dollar companies don't want you to know, hit subscribe right now. Before we reveal the biggest shock, Tesla dominates the EV market. But if another player proves a radically more efficient vehicle, even in prototype form, it threatens the perception of Tesla's lead. Even whispers of disruption can rattle investors. That's why stories like this matter, even before the tech is proven. And while there's no direct confirmation that Elon Musk reacted personally, it's fair to say innovations like this are impossible to ignore. Let's not forget what's already happening. The Optimal Energy Joule, a South African EV project, once aimed to create a locally made EV. The Mazibuko M1B, a planned South African electric pickup, is in development. Academic labs are testing modular autonomous EV platforms to lower costs. Kenya and Rwanda are deploying electric buses and motorbikes as pilots for sustainable transport. None of these are 100-day perpetual cars, but they're real. Exciting steps toward a new future. Which shocked you more? The idea of a 100-day self-powered run? Or the fact that Africa is already a serious EV innovator? Tell me in the comments. I'll feature the most interesting one in the next video. So, is this African car a miracle? Probably not, at least not in the way headlines suggest. But the progress is real. The innovation is happening, and the world is finally noticing. This story isn't about replacing Tesla overnight. It's about the possibility that the next leap forward might come from where no one expected: Africa. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, where today's fringe tech becomes tomorrow's standard, hit subscribe now. Because the next disruption is already on its way.